Chapter 1. I was probably going to get the shit kicked out of me. Again. But I wasn't going down without a fight. So far, I was holding my own. He sent a combination of strikes my way, followed by a spinning kick. But I parried them all, adding a strike of my own. I was working up a good sweat. Apparently, he was too, because he pulled his shirt off. Distracted by all those toned muscles and that sexy six-pack, I caught the next kick directly in the gut. This not only knocked the wind out of me, but sent me flying into the hard wall. I slumped to the floor, gaping like a fish, trying to catch my breath. "Layla!" yelled Shane, my sparring partner, flying across the room and landing on his knees at my side.
"Layla, are you okay?"
I couldn't speak. I could feel my eyes bulging and my head reeling as my inability to obtain oxygen made me lightheaded. Then, as though my muscles had unclenched, I took in a deep, gasping breath, and then another.
"That's it, deep breaths,"
Shane encouraged, running his hands along my ribcage, checking for damage. I winced, and he pulled his hand back sharply.
"I am so sorry, sweetheart. I thought you were going to block. Why did you just stand there?"
"I was distracted," I wheezed out, breathing a little better now.
"Distracted?"
He looked perplexed.
"Distracted by what? There's no one in here but you and I, and nothing in here is distracting."
"You took off your damn shirt," I grumbled. His gaze lifted from where he was lightly probing my stomach to my face, and a hint of amusement lit under the concern in his eyes.
"So you got distracted by me taking off my shirt?"
"Have you seen your chest? It's darn distracting," I said truthfully. I thought he'd probably done it on purpose. However, his perplexed expression had me rethinking this assumption. He sat back on his heels and looked at me speculatively, a slight grin on his face. "What?"
"So is that what I have to do to get your attention? Take off my shirt?"
he asked, his face taking on a heated and flirty expression as he ran a finger along my cheek.
"If I'd known that, I would have done it a long time ago."
I struggled up to a full seated position. He wrapped his arm around my back to support me.
"Are you sure you aren't hurt? Can you stand?"
he asked, the slight amusement fading. Concern reclaimed control of his features as he watched me struggle up on one knee, trying to stand. "I'm fine," I said, patting him on the cheek, and then pushed myself wobbly to my feet. He kept his arm around my waist and helped me up. "See, I'm fine," I said, looking into his face now with what I hoped was a reassuring smile. The concern was still there, but there was something else, too. He still had an arm around me, and I was practically flush against his beautifully sculpted, rock-hard, bare chest. He was looking at me now with deep speculation. My voice sounded a little breathless when I next spoke, and it had nothing to do with the kick to the gut I'd received. "What?" "So you were saying something about my bared chest distracting you?" His voice had taken on a husky, teasing tone. I flushed, but said nothing. He brushed my hair out of my face with the other hand that wasn't still wrapped around my waist.
"I've been wanting to get your attention for a while."
Caught off guard and rendered speechless by mixed emotions, I could do nothing but stare back into his dark, heated eyes. I couldn't deny I was attracted to him. Heck, I'd wanted to get his attention too, but flashes of Jordan always stopped me from acting on it. Wasn't this what I wanted, though? A regular relationship with a regular guy? Hadn't I held my attraction and feelings for Jordan in check and distanced myself to give myself a chance at a normal relationship? I did not belong in Jordan's world. I wasn't a member of his superhuman squad. I was just a regular, plain old human. And this was a regular, plain old, gorgeous, sweet, charming guy. He was stroking my hair now and watching me with a knowing expression.
"The way you're looking at me, I'm getting the impression that I've had your attention and didn't know it." I've wanted to do this for a while.